Aspinall versus Gane is a massive transitional fight for the heavyweight division. Now, you gotta understand where we're at.
With UFC 321 on the horizon, analysts and fight veterans are sharing their predictions, and the debate over Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane is heating up. As Ciryl Gane pointed out, this fight was necessary to truly see where both men stand in the heavyweight division. On 25th October 2025, at the Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi, all eyes will be on these two elite athletes to determine who truly rules the heavyweight class. In this video, we will explore their training, examine their strengths, and highlight what renowned experts believe could decide who walks out as the winner.
Now, when you look at the UFC heavyweight rankings, as I say, Tom has beat most of them, and he's beat them in style, and he's knocked them all out. Curtis Blades, Sergey Pavlovich, Alexander Volkov, whoever they are, he's beaten them all.
First and foremost, Michael Bisping predicts that Tom Aspinall has a strong chance of walking out as the champion in this fight. He supports this view by highlighting Aspinall's track record against top-tier competition, noting that he has defeated several fighters from the top 10 rankings. Bisping emphasizes that Aspinall's combination of power, speed, and technical skill has consistently allowed him to dominate high-level opponents, and this history gives him the confidence to believe that Aspinall can impose his game plan and claim victory against Ciryl Gane.
That kind of goes to Ciryl Gane as well. The man's gigantic, he's very quick, he's agile, he's light on his feet, he could run any sport on the planet. And he's almost like George St. Pierre and Tom Aspinall in the fact that he's got all those athletic attributes and qualities.
At the same time, Bisping acknowledges Ciryl Gane's exceptional athleticism and agility. He notes that Gane is the only heavyweight who can match Aspinall's speed and movement, making him a dangerous opponent capable of exploiting openings. According to Bisping, the unpredictability of MMA ensures that Gane's skill set keeps the fight dynamic and competitive.
I think Aspinall's going to win by KO in the first round. If Taito Ivasa can ever drop you on your ass in an MMA fight after you've beaten him up for the whole first round, if he can find a way to find your chin in that second round and drop you at any point in your career.
Another important figure, MMA Guru, predicts that Tom Aspinall will secure victory against Ciryl Gane with a knockout or a KO in this fight. He highlights Aspinall's striking power and finishing ability, suggesting that the champion has the tools to end the fight decisively in the octagon. According to MMA Guru, Aspinall's speed and precision give him the edge needed to land a fight-ending blow, making a knockout a realistic outcome in this highly anticipated matchup.
You know, if Ciryl Gane wins, my life will crumble before my very eyes. You understand this, right? We can't have Ciryl Gane win. There's gonna be a conglomerate of MMA fans that are suspiciously pro-Gane here, for no reason whatsoever.
MMA Guru openly dismissed the idea of Ciryl Gane winning this fight, expressing strong disbelief in the possibility. He even remarked that if Gane were to win, it would be shocking to the point of disbelief for fans and analysts alike. His comments reflected his firm conviction that Tom Aspinall's skill set and dominance make Gane's victory almost unimaginable, suggesting that such an outcome would feel like a joke to the MMA community.
Ciryl gets the jump on Tom. Monday morning does not come out that Ciryl Gane is the greatest heavyweight in the world. Monday morning headlines will recognize that Jon Jones is the greatest heavyweight in the world. And it will be a very peculiar spot.
Meanwhile, Ciryl Gane remarked that even if Ciryl Gane defeats Tom Aspinall, the headlines would not celebrate Gane as the best heavyweight. Instead, the discussion would quickly turn back to Jon Jones' legacy. Sonen's point was that this fight is not just about the belt, but about recognition. For Gane, even a win might not bring the full respect he seeks. While for Aspinall, a dominant victory could firmly establish him as the true face of the heavyweight division.
Tom Aspinall's greatest finish. He has the shortest fight time in the UFC. Okay, he knocks everybody out. He never gets out of the first round. It's always in the first round. So you guys want to know what price picks, I'm going less.
Demetrius Johnson praised Tom Aspinall's remarkable consistency and efficiency inside the octagon. He pointed out that although Aspinall's fights often end quickly, his performances are never reckless or rushed. Johnson highlighted how Tom has never failed to deliver in the first round, showing both composure and clarity under pressure. He also credited Aspinall's stable relationship with his longtime coach and his deep understanding of the game, noting that his technical awareness and calm mindset make him one of the most complete heavyweights in the division. According to Johnson, these qualities give Aspinall a clear edge heading into UFC 321. Meanwhile, analyst Luke Thomas broke down a potential blueprint for Ciryl Gane to pull off the win. He explained that Gane will need to show the same kind of focus and attentiveness seen in fighters like Max Holloway, and according to Thomas, the key lies in forcing Aspinall into making mistakes, staying off his back, maintaining distance, and applying steady pressure throughout. If Gane can stick to that game plan, Thomas believes he has a real chance and shot at turning the tide.
Think about the attentiveness with which Max Holloway, ever seen him where he's fully locked in and he's jabbing and circling and his eyes are always looking? Like that kind of an approach, I think for Gane could be pretty important, because it is A, what he does well typically when he's doing it, and B, I think, just the reality is you have to make Aspinall make mistakes, and I think he's willing to make them by rushing his offense, make him do it. You know what I mean? And then you have to be ready to kind of intercept him as a consequence. But I think staying off the bottom, staying off of him, having a tight waist, putting him at the end of your jab, circling, and then tiring him out.
Luke Thomas also pointed out some key flaws in Ciryl Gane's game, referencing his struggles against John Jones and his grappling issues in the Volkov fight. He believes those weaknesses could be exactly where Tom Aspinall capitalizes. Thomas predicted that Tom will likely shoot for an early takedown, knowing Gane is far more comfortable on the feet than on the mat. In his view, that's where Aspinall holds the clear advantage and where the fight could quickly swing in his favor.
Gane's not a one-hitter quitter necessarily, so he might feel him out a little bit, but I definitely feel like he's going to try and take him down. I mean, just given what John Jones did to him, even if you've been working steadily since then, he turned in a bad grappling performance against Volkov too. Like, you'd be stupid not to take it down. He's credible as a threat on his feet. He is not credible as a threat on the ground. Certainly not on the defensive side. So put him there.
Before the spotlight and the goal, Tom Aspinall's journey was shaped by setbacks, injuries, and moments of doubt. Training alongside his father, he rebuilt himself through discipline and resilience, turning frustration into focus. Those long hours on the mats, spent recovering from torn ligaments and pushing through uncertainty, shaped the fighter he is today. Composed, determined, and ready to prove that every struggle was worth it.
Tom will do 5 rounds with different partners here. There's only 4 people here today, but he'll do 3, and then he'll do 2 fresh again.
Tom Aspinall's camp has all been about intensity and precision. He has been putting in 5 full rounds of hard sparring, pushing his pace and testing his endurance against rotating training partners. Each session focuses on timing, pressure, and control, preparing him to handle every situation inside the octagon. In Abu Dhabi, fans will see the result of a fighter conditioned to go the distance and ready to deliver his best performance yet. While Tom Aspinall's preparation is centered on intensity and pressure, Ciryl Gane's approach has been defined by precision and rhythm. Known for his smooth movement and technical striking, Gane is focused on perfecting his timing, distance, and defensive awareness through long sparring rounds. His camp has emphasized control and patience, relying on his ability to stay composed under pressure.
Ciryl Gane, who's 6'5", 247 pounds, moves like a 170-pounder. It's crazy. He's bouncing like Wonder Boy, like bouncing like this the entire fight, bouncing, throwing feints, like completely changed the standard of heavyweight striking, and I'm not exaggerating.
Joe Rogan has often praised Gane as one of the best strikers in the heavyweight division, calling his sidekicks and fluid combinations wild stuff for a man of his size. Gane's goal is clear: to use technique and finesse to neutralize Aspinall's power and prove that smart, disciplined striking can rule the octagon. As UFC 321 draws near, Andy Aspinall believes he has molded his son, Tom Aspinall, into a fighter capable of taking on anyone, especially Ciryl Gane. Watching Tom prepare for his first heavyweight title defense, Andy remains calm yet confident. To him, Gane is a skilled technician but not an unsolvable puzzle for his son. He views Tom as sharper, more efficient, and far more dangerous when it comes to execution. In Andy's eyes, this fight is not about brute strength alone, it's about precision, timing, and proving that every year of sacrifice and hard work has led to this moment. Tom Aspinall himself appears completely locked in as he readies for the showdown with Ciryl Gane in Abu Dhabi. Analysts widely agree that his clearest path to victory lies in taking Gane down and controlling him on the ground, an area where Gane has struggled in the past against Jon Jones and Francis Ngannou. Yet Tom refuses to rely on a single strategy. He has trained across all aspects of mixed martial arts, striking, grappling, and everything in between, anticipating that Gane may surprise him by mixing things up, perhaps even attempting takedowns of his own. For Aspinall, preparation is everything. He focuses not on predicting his opponent's moves, but on being ready for any scenario. His mindset is built on finding the most efficient route to victory, whatever form the fight takes.
Your training is like ridiculous all the time, no?
The way that I like to do it is I got 5 training partners. I'm fighting a 5-round fight. I'll stay in the middle and I'll spar with a different sparring partner. 1 round each, yeah. That is the because you want to prepare for the worst. Train to fight the second best fight in the world for potentially 25 minutes.
His confidence stems from relentless preparation rather than arrogance. Over the past several months, Aspinall has trained tirelessly with elite partners, refining every detail of his game to ensure no weaknesses remain. He is ready for a battle, whether it turns into a grappling chess match or a striking showcase. Deep down, he carries an unshakable belief in his own power, a belief that if he lands clean, the fight could end instantly. He has even said that anyone who absorbs one of his full-force punches will go down. That quiet, disciplined self-belief is what sets champions apart from contenders, and it's exactly the energy Aspinall is bringing into UFC 321.
If you're a human being and I hit you full power in the face, you're going over. And that goes for Ciryl Gane.
No man alive, I'm telling you right now.
It's going to be hard work avoiding that long shot for 25 minutes.
If Tom were to win, your ability to have Pereira and Jones in the bracket but not matched up becomes a little bit more difficult of a story to tell. And you would likely default to the lowest hanging fruit, which is, this is a #1 contenders match. That way you're involving your heavyweight champion. You're not pushing aside your champion. And by the way, if Tom lights Ciryl up in the first round, he's likely to do it on his feet. If you knock out Ciryl Gane, which Francis Ngannou couldn't even knock him down, the myth of Tom, which is starting to grow, it's going to be different. It's going to be this beautiful thing.
Across the cage, Ciryl Gane enters the bout with redemption on his mind. After 2 failed title bids, one against Francis Ngannou and another against Jon Jones, he is determined to rewrite his story. Those defeats were painful but transformative. Since then, Gane has returned to the grind with renewed intensity, rebuilding his skills, tightening his grappling, and strengthening the areas that once held him back. Every weakness that cost him before has become an obsession to fix. For Gane, this fight represents more than another chance at gold. It's a chance to prove that he has evolved, that he belongs among the elite, and that he can finish what he started. His preparation has been meticulous, his mindset sharp, and his determination unshakable. Everything he has fought for now converges on one night in Abu Dhabi.
He's good, and I think he brings a whole new challenge that I've not really had before. The same that I have with him. He's just like, his style is different to a lot of heavyweights. He moves really well.
Yeah.
He's nimble, super fit, super athletic. We're both going to be in a stage where I think to get to him, we both need to be pretty exhausted.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's not something that I've really had to deal with too much before. A lot of heavyweights quite slow and ploddy. He isn't like that at all. So I think we both need to, I need to be super, super fit.
Daniel Cormier offered a more balanced take. He sees this as a far closer fight than most people realize. As someone who understands what it takes to compete at the very top of the heavyweight division, Cormier praised both fighters for their athleticism and adaptability. In his view, this isn't just another slugfest. It's a true clash of styles. Aspinall's wrestling background against Gane's world-class striking makes for an unpredictable matchup where momentum could shift at any second.
We finally got Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane. Chael, we've been screaming about this Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane for a long time. UFC 321, Tom minus 325, Gane plus 260. We finally got the fight, but the world doesn't seem to believe, Chael, that it's a close fight. And I don't really agree with that line. I think this fight is much closer. Tom Aspinall minus 325, Ciryl Gane plus 265.
Within Aspinall's own camp, confidence is sky high. Martin Buday, one of his main sparring partners, has been blown away by the champion's preparation. After training side by side with him through countless grueling rounds, Buday says this version of Aspinall is sharper, faster, and more mentally locked in than ever before. Every session has been about refining the details, staying calm under pressure, and executing perfectly. From conditioning to timing to game planning, everything is clicking. For Buday, there's no doubt that Aspinall will rise to the occasion when it matters most.
Tom Aspinall and his team, his father, everyone in that team. So I'm really looking up to that fight, and I will be cheering for Tom. I think he will secure like a spectacular win and finish in that and like defend the title. So I'm very happy for him. I'm really happy that I can be there and train with them. I'm really thankful. For the last fights, I was preparing with them, so they really affected my game plan, my style, and everything. So I will be going there soon. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for them all, and for Tom especially. He's my good friend.
But not everyone is convinced that this fight will be a one-sided affair. Alex Pereira, the reigning light heavyweight champion, respects Aspinall's knockout power, but believes this is a very different kind of challenge. Pereira sees Gane's calmness and tactical approach as major factors that could test the British champion in ways he hasn't experienced yet. Instead of another quick finish, Pereira expects a longer, more strategic fight. He thinks Gane's composure might frustrate Aspinall, forcing him into deeper waters than usual.
What do you think about Aspinall and Ciryl Gane? Like, who do you think he will win? Is the winner something that interests him?
Cara, ali é uma luta assim difícil, né? Mas o Tom Aspinall, campeão, vem mais confiante. Mas assim, eu vejo que ele lutou com atletas também, assim, muito agressivo, entendeu? E ele tá levando a melhor ali, mas acho que o Ciryl Gane, ele é um cara assim mais, que movimenta mais. É um cara que não gosta de se expor, entendeu? Um pouco ali de medo e tal. Então, quando você tem um certo medo, um receio, você acaba não tomando muitos golpes. Então, a gente vai ver. Vamos ver, porque de repente ele pode frustrar um pouco, né? O Tom Aspinall ali, de passa ali primeiro, segundo, terceiro round, vai levando pro final. A gente não sabe como que ele vai se comportar também.
It's a tough fight, you know. Tom is a complete fighter, but I do feel like he's fought a lot of aggressive guys, and I think Gane is a guy who's going to do a lot of movement. He's going to be a little more cautious and you know, just moving around a lot. It might frustrate Tom, you know. So first, second, third round, maybe Tom can't find Ciryl Gane. So I think it's going to be a different fight. We'll see.
Você acha que a sua carreira vai terminar no semi-completo ou completo?
Bom, de verdade não dá para responder isso, né? Eu gostaria, né, futuramente, né, porque meu peso vai subindo, né? Então, não sei quanto tempo eu consigo fazer isso, 38 anos, não sei. Vou fazendo do jeito que eu tô fazendo, dando um passo de cada vez e a gente vai vendo o que acontece.
Would you like to finish your career at light heavyweight or heavyweight? I really don't know. We'll have to see. You know, obviously my body gets heavier. I don't know how long I can cut to 205. So we're just going to have to see and take it fight by fight.
While most analysts favor Tom Aspinall, they agree that facing Ciryl Gane will not be easy. Gane's size, athleticism, and fluid movement make him one of the toughest heavyweights to control. He is strategic, calm, and capable of turning small mistakes into big moments. Recent analysis shows overwhelming confidence in Aspinall, with prediction ratios near 94% in his favor, a rare margin in heavyweight history. It reflects his speed, precision, and adaptability, but also adds pressure. Aspinall carries the expectations of dominance, while Gane steps in with the chance to rewrite his redemption story.
Yeah, feeling good, man. Feeling, well, you can never replicate what happens in a fight, but we try our best to get as close to fight ready as possible while training safe. You know what I mean? There's obviously like 4 massive guys in the room, and we're going hard. So there's only so many times you can do this kind of sparring with it being safe. So
the countdown is almost over. After months of training, interviews, and analysis, everything narrows to a single night in Abu Dhabi. Both men have carried their stories through every punch, every repetition, every moment of doubt. For Tom Aspinall, it is the chance to prove his championship reign is no accident, and that his rise was earned through precision and perseverance. For Ciryl Gane, it's the moment to rewrite his legacy, to prove that talent and timing can finally meet. On October 25th, one man walks out with the gold, the other with lessons that last a lifetime. This is not just another title defense, but it is the defining chapter of the new heavyweight era. But now it's your turn. Who do you have in fight night? Does Tom Aspinall cement his reign with another lightning finish, or does Ciryl Gane rise to finally claim redemption? Drop your predictions in the comments below and tell us how you see this battle ending.